Hello, how's it going? I'm back already. I'm about to go and do the capstone level 70 dungeon. I'm level 62, but I think I may have stumbled upon something good here. Um, After the Earthclapper Druid died, I went back to the drawing board and modified my build. I made it around a shapeshifting build because I got the what are that crone staff that modifies your werewolf claw basic ability into a storm ability. And I got an ancestral version of that, so I want to use that. And so this is kind of the build I have planned for it. Um, but basically, it's a shape-shifting druid. Um, and I do a lot of damage already. It's basically all the multiplicative stuff that I'm taking advantage of. I got hit by one of those. One of the explodey guys. Um, but yeah, so basically it's gonna be a shape-shifting druid with werewolf and werebear. I don't have the. I need to be level 72 to use that staff right now. Haven't found another one, so I'm just using this for the time being for this setup. How do I get there? Do I have to keep going around? I think. I've only done this once, so forgive me. But yeah, this build is kind of ridiculous. I've been just ripping through nightmare dungeons. I did a 19 whatever tier 19 one just before this to test it out to make sure I'm not gonna die or anything in here. That's like where their mobs were like level 72. But yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, basically taking all the multiplicative stuff for the stuff that multiplies your damage. Like in the passives, and also some of it in my Paragon board as well. I can go over it after this is over again, but I like this build a lot more than that crappy Earthclapper build I was playing before. And funny thing, this is basically the same thing I did in the first capstone dungeon, the uh, the level 51. Same kind of idea, but yeah, I'm gonna try and make that shape-shifting werebear one work. And this is where you do a ton of damage when you have the poison stacked up on them. I know I've seen like other builds do more, but it's like you only need to do like enough to kill them, basically. This build is so fast at killing everything. It's really nice actually. So right there, boom. So ridiculous. The The first time I did that, I was like, that does not seem right. Like, that is a lot of damage. And if you look at my gear too, like it's nothing like super crazy. Um, but yeah, my gear's not super crazy. I've kind of been experimenting with different stuff. Um, like I have some barrier generation on there, because I think that might be good later games. I've just been testing that out, and then can't think of what else I have on there right now. It's kind of hard to focus and play at the same time. But yeah, like I said, basically been ripping through Nightmare Dungeons. I have 2 glyphs that are really high level right now. That's all I've been doing to level my character, since I don't have to do to get the Paragon points or anything. I did do a couple Hell Tides, but I can only do so much of those. Like, it's kind of boring, honestly. But you have to do those to get those stupid Forgotten Souls, so it's like, ugh. I'd rather the Nightmare Dungeons just give it to you, but so yeah, the build still has the trample in it. Nature's Fury, if you haven't noticed already, reducing my cooldown on that, and then basically taking advantage of resonance and whatever, Envenom. He died before I could do it, but it's really weird how that just disappears like that. But yeah, just taking advantage of all the multiplicative stuff on the Druid tree. And that's one of the things that Earthclapper Druid wasn't doing. It wasn't using resonance, which is like one of the best. It has to be like one of the best passives for the Druid, I would say. I don't have the one in the companion tree that I guess makes sure that your nature skills do more if you're distant. Let's see if I can do one. Oh, it's like a 300k. Yeah, and in that 19 Nightmare Dungeon, I was able to, I did fight the Butcher and I did kill him. I wish I was recording that. That would have been kind of cool to show. So I was 10 levels underneath him and I wasn't too crazy. The dungeon was a little bit dangerous because it had like those charging, I don't know, those charging bull things that can kind of do a lot of damage if you're not careful. I don't think that it could one-shot me, but it's kind of like these things. You kind of gotta can't be like too all up in their face. Where are these? Are these like invisible for me right now? I'm not seeing the little anima orbs. Yeah, but I really like the trample aspect. It's so good. I think it's been like in each of my builds. It reminds me of I don't know if anyone's played Last Epoch, where you there's a druid in that as well, and it's actually very similar to this one in Diablo. Boom. So I just love that. I love the when you get the poison on them, and then see if I can do it. Boom. It's so funny. Just they just disappear. It's really nice when you get like multiple deletes at one time. And yeah, Nature's Fury is always nice with getting the free spell cast off. I don't think you can get Trample from Hurricane at all, at least from what I'm pretty sure. I've only ever seen Boulder come out. That would be a little ridiculous if you could. Where do I go here? Do I go this way? I think I've been going the wrong way. Sorry, I wasn't really paying attention. But yeah, the free spellcasts are super nice. And when I have the werewolf build set up, it'll be, I think, even better. Jesus, this is crazy. There's like 4 packs together here. Oof. Alright. Alright. Jeez. Okay. That was a little bit sketchy right there. I don't have a Death's Defiance up either. I'm kind of playing a little tad bit risky right now. So, but let's go. Oh, we get here. They get Tempest Roar finally, maybe? Let's take a look, see? Nope, it says 17th Facilities. I swear, I've gotten like a million of these things. Yeah, it's not even better than the one I have, really. No, it's worse. Okay, yeah, so that was it. Level 62. A little sketchy in that last part there when I was running in here. It's kind of hard to focus and talk at the same time, so I wasn't maybe playing my best. I've been up a while, just slamming through here. But let me just run through the gear real quick. So using Basili's, I have Insatiable Fury on the chest. I'm gonna replace this eventually. I don't need this with the build I'm going. It's just nice to have right now. It's been hard to find a better chest piece than this for it to provide with the physical damage. Standard bracers. I just have Crash Stone on it. That aspect will change. Then I have these pants. I think these are the same ones I used on my other character that died. Um, they're pretty good. I think they help clear things. Just the armor stacking that I think is what does it. I don't think it's that useful later on though. I did find a temerity, but I think you need to like have a ton of maximum life for it to work well, and the one I got was kind of low roll, so it only has the 40% barrier on it. So yeah, I was maybe if I find an ancestral one, I can make it work. That was my plan with this build, was to use temerity. But when I put it on and was testing it out, I was noticeably weaker, and I almost I had to use a scroll of escape with it because it was kind of that bad when I was trying to clear some like tier 15 dungeon or something. Uh, Boots. This is where my Nature's Fury is on. I didn't put it on the amulet because um, I'm not going to be able to with the build I'm planning. I don't have enough. I need all the offensive aspects and able for it to work with that crone staff. Um, so it has to go on the boots. Boots, or I think it can go on the chest as well. Boots or chest. Um, but what was the? I can't remember what I was planning on putting on the chest. I'll have to look that up later. Anyways, this is an old weapon I have that I saved. So always good to save your weapons. Um, and then this amulet's pretty good. I saved this one as well. We'll be replacing that aspect on there. And these rings, pretty good. I think anything with max life is very good. Definitely want to get the ancestral ones though. They can get like in the thousands. This is kind of a bummer that my other druid died because he had two rings that were like plus 1200 or something. So I had like 6 or 7,000 health, which is very nice. So I think that's like something you need to have temerity work, is that, and also this barrier generation I was kind of playing around with. I think something like that, and then also something that can heal you rather easily. And so um, I was thinking of putting in the Zenith ring in here with that build I'm planning, but we'll see if I get there. I can maybe go over it if I do. And then Spirit Boons. I shouldn't have this here. This should be over here. I shouldn't have the Spirit one, but critical strike damage. I thought I had this, and actually attack speed, and then lucky hit for resetting the companion skill. Um, and then we're taking masochistic for the heal off our landslide, basically. And then just jump into the skill tree. Um, Pretty straightforward. Just taking these nodes with the landslide. Unstoppable, 1 point vine creeper, and then taking hurricane with the vulnerable. And then I actually don't need this point in trample. I'm just realizing that now. See, look, even I'm noticing things left and right. See, I don't even need that point there. Um, just realized the insatiable fury is giving me that, but I'm eventually going to replace it. So I don't know. I can maybe move that around somewhere else. Um, so yeah, basically the big thing about this build is I'm taking advantage of all these multiplicative bonuses. So we have terra motes, and then we have uh, percent damage increase there. This is what I was talking about. The Nature's Reach. We can't make use of that well in this build. I think that's like the one thing we don't really get that works. And you have these ones. Well, then you have Envenom, um, and then Resonance is probably the real big one that allows you to do really big work with this. And then Shapeshifting is good too. I think the big thing I did with this is, in order to give it more safety, was I took this unrestrained. So because CC is like the big killer I found in hardcore, at least, or at least what gives me the most nerves about playing this, because I only have the one form of unstoppable, and that's for 3 seconds on my Earthen Bulwark. So um, it's not always going to be available. So having some form of I guess fortify and maybe reducing that if we can, or that CC duration. I would recommend probably avoiding like any of the cold enchanted nightmare dungeons. I tried some of those, even with that Earthclapper one, which had like unstoppable on Grizzly Rage the whole time, and that was even hard for that one to do. But maybe this one might do better because it can just kill everything super fast. But I've been avoiding those ones, just salvaging them. If you're like in softcore, I would maybe just move these points to in here. Since like if you're in softcore and you want to do more damage, even though I don't think you probably need to. I think we already have enough damage as it is, but all the storm skills that get triggered off your landslide would probably you could do more damage. I know I sometimes like getting in the habit of doing that as well. And then for the Paragon board, it's the same type of setup to get the dexterity, but instead of exploit, I put in poise, and so this it's not that useful right now, but I think when I have the full build online, it will be. Where I'm constantly switching shapeshifting between werewolf and werebear. I think if you want to do more damage, you just put outmatch in, which is JK. Would I have points in it already? It's this one where it multiplies your physical damage. I plan on putting this in here. I'm just I'm coming around like this back to it, so I don't have to cross into this area at all. But yeah, and so this board is the heightened malice. So that's where you saw those really big crits from. Was when I had 3 or more poisoned enemies, and this is going to synergize really well with that crone weapon, um, where the claw can proc or can hit the claw can proc or it procs storm strike, and so that can hit like at least three people at a time. And I think it should poison them. I haven't tested it, but I'm assuming that's how it works. Um, and then next board we have this is the shape-shifting one, I think. I can't remember the exact name of it. I think it's Inner Beast, I think it's called. Um, and so I put in Fang and Claw in this one. Um, and so this boosts our magic nodes. Since I don't have, I don't meet the requirements for any of these rare ones, but yeah. So that's how that's working right now. I might move this later once I do have those requirements and have a different, have like a rare node booster in here instead. Um, I can't think of the ones off the top of my head, but if I get to that point, I can go over like the complete setup that I kind of planned out for this. But yeah, it'll take some time to get there. I've kind of just been going hard at it to get back to this point. But yeah, pretty cool build. Hope you guys found it instructional. And yeah, see you guys later, hopefully. Bye.